Hello and welcome, my lovely Cancer. Cancer, I am the Queen of Clovers, and welcome to my channel. This is your general reading for the end of November 2021. This can be for anyone, anybody, or nobody. Cross watchers, welcome. I can't help it. I turned the whole deck upside down and still got the chicken upside down. As with all tarot readings, please take what is yours and leave out all the rest. This is going to be an oracle, a tarot, and a cartomancy spread. Go ahead and like and subscribe. If enamored by my reading, I just want to get to it for you, Cancer. I have the chicken in reverse. So something that you've been maybe not really wanting to do, maybe dawdling on and not being brave about something. So for the end of November, the energy is very wanting to be brave, wanting to not be chicken. So not necessarily being brave, but not wanting to be chicken. Ooh, the Emperor for you, Cancer. To clarify, the chicken in reverse, that's pretty naturally savage. Is it because you got a broken heart, honeys? Okay. There's something you're probably resisting, and you want to be the emperor of your empire. Could be an Aries in your energy, but more feels like you're pulling on this fire energy, especially the Mars energy of the Scorpio season coming to an end soon. But there's this energy of I want to do things, I want to move forward, and to do that you're going to have to avoid somebody. This is resistance to being with somebody, resistance to a decision that would put you in somebody else's path, and it's mostly because of disappointment or sadness, because the Emperor is here, although in the upright, and you only want, and you're having that feeling of not being a chicken. Like I said, it's not a brave feeling, Cancer. It's a feeling of not being cowardly or not being chicken that I'm really feeling for you for the end of November. And it's because there's somebody that's been in your way. Somebody's been keeping you away from things you want, goals you desire. Maybe they're really gaslighting you. Maybe they criticize you too much. Whatever it is, there are things you very damn well want, Cancer. And the Oracle and the Tarot here are saying you're going to feel that need to avoid this person like hell, which makes a lot of sense with the holidays coming up, especially Thanksgiving is a very big American holiday, ladies and gents. And there's somebody you're going to be avoiding. And it's because they've disappointed you, and you realize the great disappointment comes, and they have not let you achieve. They have not let you own your own life. And part of you is trying to convince yourself that this person's an all right person, but then part of you knows full damn well that this person has been preventing you from ultimate success. This person is holding you back. This person has definitely made it hard for you to achieve small things that you want to do. When I had the narcissist in my life, boy, just registering the car was like, it seemed like the hardest thing in the world. And I have a friend who, after her narcissist marriage was over, she said she couldn't carry water, a bucket of water across the room. That was how messed up things had gotten for her. And yes, I'm not saying you've got a narcissist in your midst, but it's shorthand for this person holds you back. And I don't think you realized it up until recently, and now you're kind of like, you're pissed, of course, but you're also in that position where you're like, I'm just not going to associate with that anymore and see where I end up. Maybe I'm wrong about this person, but let's just avoid them, stay away from them, so we can have things we want and do things we want to do, and then see how things go. It's like it's a borderline, what am I trying to say? It's a borderline, what do you call that when you When you block somebody entirely, it's that gray rock somebody. That's the word I'm looking for. It's borderline gray rocking somebody. All right, for your tarot energies, for the Joie de Vie tarot. Ooh, Cancer. Yeah, I feel like you're pulling on your fire. Of course, you pulled my card, the Queen of Wands, which is the pleasure queen. Let's never forget that. So, believe it or not, when you remove a person from your life, as I've just done recently myself, like in the last weekend or two, it's sad, sure, but then suddenly things start happening. There are certain people in your life that maybe prevented you from taking next steps. Perhaps you were holding space for them. Perhaps you were, maybe I don't want to move cross country. Maybe I don't want to switch jobs because it would be inconvenient for this person for me to have this great job or this other position. How about that? Or date this other person. Are you holding camp for somebody who really doesn't deserve it? And yeah, you were, because when you cut this person off, or you begin to spend an exorbitantly less amount of time with this person, you see this Tower in reverse. You see how she's rising up and upright. She prevented a tower. In the Tower in reverse, you prevented a tower. Basically, you did what you needed to do for your soul. So Spirit angels don't have to go in there and knock over this tower to free you from this person. You've done it yourself. Your heart is very gentle right now with the Page of Cups. It is very, I don't want to say bruised, but it's young. Because you're having that free sense of, oh my God, I am free. I don't have to necessarily apologize to anybody either. I am all new, and I can start having some fun with that pleasure queen, the Queen of Wands, the beautiful queen. You're beginning to see your own worth again. Now that you're rising up, remember, Tower reverse, she's going up, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, now that you're rising up, you're not actually tied down to sadness. You don't have to be sad. You ever be with somebody that had to be sad because their third cousin's fourth wife, twice removed, their cat died? There are people who just have to be upset because that's the rules, right? They don't laugh at the funeral. Yeah, I think I am that monkey that laughs, that kind of girl that laughs at a funeral. Yeah, because the best thing I love about a funeral, there's no funeral here because you avoided the Tower, is when you remember what made the person that died, when you made them laugh. Or things you would have never told anybody. Like one time I was at this sleepover and this girl I knew, she actually has passed away. Not a tale I would have told at her funeral, but I just cracked up in the middle of my tears at this funeral I was at because, I think it was cucumber salads. You know how you put the cucumbers on your eyes? We did that for the sleepover, and we ate a lot of cucumbers and vegged up, and by the end of the night we couldn't be in the same room because we were farting so much that there was no way that we could be in the same room without killing each other. So she stayed in the bedroom with the window all down, and I slept in the living room with the windows down with the patio door open. It's so embarrassing. I'm not going to tell you who it is, of course, but I mean, I would have probably died in that funeral from sadness because she was a good girl. She was a great dancer. I might have not made it one card at a time, please, Spirit, if I didn't have that memory with her. And I will laugh about that for the rest of my life. And I don't think I've actually said that memory out loud to anybody else. But we used to, even when she was alive, and sometimes just, if we were at Taco Bell and eating beans, and even though none of us were farting again, we'd still be laughing our butts off. And this is that joy that you can find joy in anything again. And that is the feeling of the Queen of Wands. And that is the exact feeling at the Queen of Wands. Yes, I was laughing at a funeral, but was I crying my eyes out before I remembered that. Sometimes you can't because you're so sad, but you don't have to be sad, especially at that moment. All right, King of Swords, Six of Swords. You're getting some things, you're getting your head on straight, my dear Cancer. There's something about, this is you. At first I thought it was somebody else, but it's you again. This is the kingly mind, taking control of your thoughts, taking control of your demeanor. You know how I said you don't have to be miserable and sad all the time? This is really working on that side of yourself to free up the energies to take you other places. With the Six of Swords, you want to get to the other shore. Now, this isn't just enabling you to put in work in places you want to put in work. This is enabling you to, you might have the freedom to move a little bit more. Now that this person isn't all up in your business every time of the day, this person makes like a 15-minute task 2 hours kind of thing. It's because they'll try and talk you out of it for that 2 hours or tell you why it's such a bad idea. You know? There's something about this person that's really just a downer, and like I said, I don't want to say they're a narcissist, but you guys got to get rid of this Debbie Downer, Cancers. You're a water sign. You're a feeling sign, a heart sign. Witch at the end of the world. An important end and a new beginning. Welcome 11/17. Welcome that new beginning. People are going to be jealous of you. Let me get some love. Let's pull some love cards for my Cancer now. You are at an end. Time is forever moving for you. People are going to be jealous of this freedom you're going to have. People aren't going to understand it. Because once you get from under the thumb of one person's shoulds, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and you get rid of that bullshit, you would not believe how many things, other things you realize is BS. Legitimately, isn't it BS that you have to go to the DMV and be miserable there and waiting and counting down the minutes, you know? Some of us are just chilling and just reading our book and catching up on our Farmville. I don't have Farmville. I actually play Bubble Pop of some kind, and I'm getting really good at it. A lot of DMV mentions. I better check my registration. But what now with the Cartomancy, let's see about the person coming towards you. Well, they're not coming towards you. This is like soulmate energy that I'm trying to get here. They are keeping to themselves a little bit. This is going within. They're really going within themselves right now and not necessarily available to come forward with the Joker in reverse. Joker in reverse, they're not really feeling that forward energy. They're not feeling with the Seven of Wands in reverse. They don't think they are in a position. They don't think they are in a position to touch such an enviable Cancer as you. They don't feel secure enough, and they don't feel like they have the ground to hold. You know, Seven of Wands is like holding your ground, but when in reverse, they kind of feel like they don't have a leg to stand on to deserve to come towards you, Cancer. There's an especially special feeling that when they look at you, they're looking back. It's like always a Jack for what this lover is going to do. It always shows up in these readings. But this is the Jack of Diamonds in reverse. This could mean that they're not moving forward at all. Oh, they're moving forward, but in thoughts and imagination. So yes, they're not moving forward at all. I do have the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords here. They've been kind of having this in their head to move forward to you. This Five of Swords. Is that the Headless Horseman, right? Oh, no, it isn't. I'm sorry. Wrong deck. But it is still that all up in your head. And maybe shouting at windmills when it's next to something so unphysical as this Jack of Pentacles in reverse. And they have to they're going to start, this is them starting to come out of it just being a fantasy. Because okay, I don't know if you broke up with that person in your tarot reading or you're just spending a lot less time with them. But either way, this person, this depressed, kind of grumpy-ass person around you, that drinking the haterade, now that you've pushed them aside, people are able to get to you without having to get past this person. So you're like, why don't I get asked out? Yeah, because your friend was like cock blocking you. Even if you were a girl, you know? So they're beginning to see like a way in towards you now without this person that's been around you. So now they're like, oh crap, I gotta move. Ooh. Oh my, oh my. They're gonna try and come in, but they're gonna catch you at a very unhumble moment. They see you with your cards in reverse because they're not seeing it as a positive thing yet. Because you're totally focused on other things. You're focused on your own Queen of Wands situation, and you're working on with this Eight of Pentacles. Those were in your tarot reading as cards of you being able to move forward in fun, in work. You're able to work on things that you haven't touched in forever. You know, 5 minutes away from that difficult person has made you move forward. So this person's going to try this Jack of Wands. We all know it's the old in and out card, baby. But it doesn't necessarily mean we're all hookers trying to get hooked up. You know? This is not just the friends with benefits cards or a hookup card. It's actually somebody that like kind of slips in to talk to you, or just kind of like barely like, I'm going to come in and maybe like say, what's up? How's the coffee this morning? And run away. This person, you're gonna have fleeting moments with this person. You're gonna feel like this person is running away from you. You're gonna feel all twin flamey because of that running thing, which, yeah, it gets old real fast, kids. You learn your patience when you think you're in a twin flame relationship, and how much running away from you can you tolerate. But you're moving in a whole other direction than this person. And that's really the greatest difficulty for them, is that they're so resistant of you, and you're so flying upward in your reverse tower, doing what you got to do for your soul without having to make everything be destroyed in a heartbeat. You doing it yourself, that you don't even necessarily notice. You might miss this person hitting on you. 1717 just appeared on the clock because Spirit just said you might miss this person hitting on you. You might actually have to, like when you're in bed and your jammies going, oh my God, these days have been great. I've been so productive. I've been getting ahead on everything. I'm awesome. You'll actually go, yeah, Dave from accounting or Bob from 5C or whatever. You'll be like, oh dang. He was flirting with me, wasn't he? I might have enjoyed that had I known it was going on. Most boys don't get that, but it's true. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like and subscribe if enamored by this reading. Definitely check out the December readings coming out next week. And a Taurus reading and a full moon reading on the 19th. I think that's it. Thank you very much, and have a good one, my lovely, lovely Cancer.